Hi guys, here's a recap of today's winning trades, Friday, January 26th. I got to play the disclaimer because I'm going to start posting these to YouTube as well so the general public can see these trades just to get an idea of what we're doing in here. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Risk disclosure statement. There is a risk of loss in trading stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, derivatives, options, forex, and cryptocurrencies. This risk can be substantial and therefore investors should carefully consider their financial suitability prior to trading. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. The software, strategies, chat rooms, websites, and any associated websites or digital venues are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as an express or implied promise or guarantee that you will profit or that losses may be limited in any manner whatsoever. Users of the information accept sole responsibility for the outcomes of their deployment and Wholesale Trader, LLC, and any associated companies, agents, management, owners, and customers harmless without reservation. Please trade responsibly. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, Rule 4.41. Hypothetical and simulated trading performance results have certain inherent limitations, some of which are described herein. No representation is being made that any account holder is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. In fact, there are frequently sharp differences between hypothetical or simulated performance results and the actual results subsequently achieved by any particular trading program. One of the limitations of hypothetical performance results is that they are generally prepared with the benefit of hindsight. In addition, hypothetical trading does not involve financial risk, and no hypothetical trading record can completely account for the impact of financial risk in actual trading. For example, the ability to withstand losses or adhere to a particular trading program in spite of trading losses are material points which can also adversely affect actual trading results. Because these trades have not actually been executed, the hypothetical results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. There are numerous other factors related to the markets in general or to the implementation of any specific trading program which cannot be fully accounted for in simulated trading or in the preparation of hypothetical performance results and all of which can adversely affect actual trading results.
All right, so this was the first trade. So I apologize. We're going over this in the trade room. I did not put this updated zone in, so some of you missed this Izzy, but there are other trades up here, and there was actually a trade that I missed. The Dad trade was up here as well. So that was, again, we're looking for important areas, volume events, the SI, stop indicator volume events, important areas. You got the stop run right here, and this actually, I think, yeah, that was it, right? Yeah. So move into that zone, took the trade. Short. This is an aggressive entry too, because these are aggressive. Did the retest failure as well, but this is no surprise. And caught this move down. And I'll show you where I got out of some here. I'll show you the trades that I missed. So even if you didn't have that Izzy zone updated, I apologize for that. Here's the pick trade, profiles encouraged. You move back to this market profile composite, volume event at an important area. Take the trade. What I did miss here was a Dad trade. So you can see here, cumulative volume, CBD, was moving lower. This came back to the same price. I don't know if this was a little higher, it looks like. This was not. Volume event, take the trade at extreme standard deviation of UAP. So you had three different setups here that you could have taken, even if you didn't, or two other ones, even if you didn't catch the Izzy trade. And that led to a awesome move here. I got out of all of them down here at the blue lug. It did build new lugs and then kind of just bounced around, but lugs meaning low wick levels for those of you watching publicly. So great trade. This was a over 100-point trade here, or close to 100-point trade, like immediately. So that was that. The other one. So took this one on the morning webinar. So the soybeans, we actually took this both ways, right? So we first took this buy ice setup here. See right there. Change colors here. Got that. I took this aggressively. It did the usual ATR retest, like almost everyone does, right? But I got in aggressively, ran up here. Let me show you what that looked like as far as why I got in that. Again, an important zone. We talked about the thesis for this market. It's still very bearish, but I got the volume event in my important area. I took the trade, ran it up here, and then I got out at this volume event up here, and there was some other stuff up here too, I believe. Let's take a quick look. Yep, remember this was on the webinar. Got out of half of them here, or 3/4 of them here at the. We had VWAP, yellow lug, and then it was yesterday's value area low. And then I trailed that long to the most recent event, which was this. And when that violated, I stopped out with still a profit, but I stopped out to the new volume event. That was the sell ice right here, threshold, with the zone jar as well. Then, because Algo Guy was bearish, this is my filter for barks and lick trades, and for those of you that are watching that don't know what I'm talking about, we have different trading strategies for the room. So we've been talking about the Izzy, those are inflection zone trades, and then the barks and the licks, So the picks, talked about that on the NASDAQ, and then also the data. So these are all different trading strategies that I employ based on what's going on. I'm looking for volume events in these areas. So this turned out to be, I put all this in the room too, so nobody should have missed this trade. You got the sell ice. That's a Titanic setup, one of my 6 setups. Excuse me. One of my 6 SI setups. You got the ATR, you got the retest, the confirm. I got short bark and lick. The lick was down here. We talked all about this on the webinar, like I said. Came down here. I pieced out of some at the first bounce off this prior event. That's one of the areas I get out, and then it basically closed, and it was right at the close, and I got out of the rest of them. So awesome trade here. I mean, it's a 6-7 point winner, and that's a big move for beans, as you can see. So that was a good trade. That was all talked about on the live webinar. And then the Whopper today. So I missed this one. We talked about this. I talked about it on the webinar. We were talking about this zone. Of course, I lost my chart here. Hold on. Where are you at? Crude. Right here. So we were considering, because this market looks so bullish, I was talking about I wanted to go long. But I said at the time, this was into this important inflection zone, and you might want to be careful, initially. And that's exactly what happened. So you got the stop run, which is not real buying. It is pukes, retail trader pukes most of the time, not initiative buying, meaning real buying. That failed. I missed this trade because I was so gung-ho on going long based on all this. That's my thesis. It didn't even, when I was in the webinar, it didn't register to take the damn short, which I'm supposed to do. So you can see here, this was a huge trade that I missed, and I was complaining in the trade room, as you saw. There's your stop run. I mean, and this was just, once again, just a straight move down, 150 plus ticks. Then I did catch this one, and remember, I'm bullish overall, so I trade bigger size, so I trade a double size here. You have a stop run in to, once again, an important area, aka Izzy. That was this zone. That was that balance from yesterday too. Pulls back right to the high volume node, important zone, take the trade, and I mean instant 200 ticks. Like there wasn't even a sniff of a pullback here, which is obviously huge, big money is playing here, right? Like we all know Crude, and it's one of the biggest algo F jobs that you can get. This thing hit, aggressive entry off the Izzy, gone, 200 ticks. So I was on a mentoring session at the time here. I told you guys when I jumped in the room there on that little impromptu webinar I did, but I got out of, I got lucky here because I would have got, as far as my exit, I would have got out of some here. Granted, I might not have it, depending if it was struggling, but I pay attention to these market profile areas, value area highs and lows. This rolled up here. I literally saw it up here. I saw this was prior red Ludwig level. Obviously, extreme standard deviation of VWAP. There's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Got out of 3/4 of them, and then I held the other quarter, and I got out at the close. So, awesome trade. I mean, you can see this. It was instant, right? This is why you just keep putting the trades on. Keep putting them on. Play the probabilities. So, I missed that one, but I caught that one. So, very good day. Trade's been pretty decent lately. We talked about this gold trade too. I missed this one, but quickly, that was just a dumb and dumber up here. This was an inflection zone as well. I missed that trade. That was like a 80 tick trade. And that was this area quickly. I don't usually want to go over the missed trades, but just the ones I put on. But got to get it out of my system. And that was the move in here. I believe that was it there. And missed that one. But very nice day. You guys should be catching these trades. If you're not catching these trades, I keep saying it. You got to figure out why. It's something with what you're doing mentally. It's not because of what we're doing in here with the spreadsheet and the zones and the rules. So you need to really analyze over the weekend and go back, replay your day, replay the days. You get all the data feeds from me. You got 3 years of data feeds. You can go back and replay these days and the SI events and practice. Practice. I'm talking about practice, not a game. Practice. I'll see you guys Monday.